You guys stay. Stingers. No, you stay. You guys gotta stay because I don't need help checking calves with dogs. Got somebody tuning in out there. How's it going? Who's out there watching? We got old Luke today. He's happy to help as always. What's your name? Good job, buddy. I'll set you guys down while I grab this gate really quick. Sorry about that. Do it again. I know it's not very good live stream etiquette on my part, but it is what it is. All right, so goal for the day is just right through these cattle nice and quiet. That's nice. Make sure I don't have any calves out here with pneumonia. Pretty simple. I'm gonna start by going this way though. I have seen a couple calves hanging out in this particular corner. So I want to make sure that if they're here, they're just hanging out to hang out and they're not hanging out over here because they're sick. When we turn this bunch of cattle out over here on this hay field, hay pasture, it's grass, alfalfa, mick pasture, we turned a couple of leppies out that we had with them, and the leppies didn't assimilate into this herd very quickly. They kind of just hung out over in this corner. And I actually had to push them over to the drain ditch to get water. For whatever reason, they just stalled up in this corner and didn't want to go nowhere. I was doing some welding on those corrals here this morning, and they were over here. So I just thought I'd make sure they weren't here. But like I said, then we're gonna go slink through all those cattle nice and quiet. Make sure there's nobody looking doggy with pneumonia. And if there is, I've got some antibiotic with me that will treat that well. And it's a painkiller also, so it'll make them feel better. And if we get to that stage of the day where we decide we need to doctor one, I will figure out how to rope and lay down a calf and live stream it from my phone all at the same time, which will probably mean you guys will end up in my shirt pocket. So, oh, you're okay, Mustang. We'll just ride up to this corner up here, right through the majority of them real slow and easy, and stop and look at them. Hi, Sophia. How are you doing today? cattle might want to be a little bit goofy and they might trot off, go to the other corner or something, but we'll just kind of go slow and easy and don't want to move around too much if possible, but they're going to do what they're going to do. Hi Chris, how are you? From the Philippines, all right, that's pretty cool. I have a friend from Manila. An earthquake there. Oh, that ain't good. I hope you guys are okay. Well, she's certainly got her head up about something. Well, I mean about me, but there's no reason for it. Here, all sub. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. I hope your family's okay through the earthquake over there. There's a couple calves in the end of the ditch right there, but they're just playing. So if they feel good enough to be playing, they're not sick. Ain't gonna worry about them. Pressure them over in that corner. They might just go through that fence, and I don't really feel like fixing fence today. These cattle are all gonna walk away from me here for a while, which is fine. I'll just kind of keep easing through them like I am. Kind of really not a terrible bad deal when they walk off like this, because anybody that's feeling sick will kind of lag behind a little bit. And makes it pretty easy to spot. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. If you got any questions about something, go ahead and ask it, my friend. I love sharing the knowledge that I have and helping people learn about what I do for a living. Calves all look good. What are you doing there, fat steer? Big old calf nursing right there. Good looking calf. Big old fat steer nursing. Kind of general rule of thumb is if they're nursing, they're not sick. So like that calf that was nursing over there, I'll just let him be. I don't need to go ride that close to him. Ears up and perky on that one. He looks pretty good. Another one nursing right there. Paul, these are Red Angus. Red Angus, and primarily Red Angus. They have a small touch of a tiny bit of Beefmaster and a tiny bit of Charlet way back. But nowadays it's primarily Red Angus here. Philippines is struggling from broken buildings. Oh, that sounds miserable, Chris. Real sorry to hear that. We'll be praying for you guys down there. Sounds like you dang sure need them. They're all gonna wad up in this corner. I'm gonna just slink in there nice and easy and quiet and just see what I see here. Nothing better than riding a nice horse on a nice afternoon looking at nice cattle. You got it, Paul. Paul Freeman. Not much of a singer, but I suppose if I was, it'd be a pretty good time to sing. We'll try and go through those in a minute. I'm gonna ride in here and try and look at as many of them as I can. This bunch wants to move out pretty bad. Appreciate that, Paul. Kind of listen here, make sure I don't hear anybody breathing heavy. These calves were all vaccinated about a week ago with their first round of shots. Every now and then you'll have a little bit of stress from that, cause some pneumonia. Have not had any as of yet in this herd. I'm just gonna stand right here and let them spill out on either side of me here. Those all look pretty good. Calves are all trotting off nice. Don't see anybody breathing heavy. I don't hear anybody. Paul, these are meat cattle. They'll be beef. These young calves will get weaned here in a week or 2 weeks or so. And then they'll go to a backgrounding operation or a feedlot where they will be grown to slaughter size. And then they'll be humanely slaughtered and on the grocery store shelves. You bet, Chris. If I'm gone, thank you for the sub. When you get back, we'll see you again. Hi, Ron. Everybody out this way looks pretty good too. We'll kind of just keep riding up this way to the end of the pasture here, and then there's a drain ditch right there on the other side of that line of cattle. I want to ride down it and look down in it and make sure that there's nobody stuck in the mud or anything goofy like that. They're all going to run down that way and be goofy. They're on real good feed right now. I mean, you guys can see that. It's the grass alfalfa mix. Usually we hay this pasture, but we let third cutting stand this year so they could graze it in the early fall like this. And it's worked really well. They all look really good. Their health's maintaining really good. How often does a fight break? Not sure what you mean there, Paul. Do the cows fight amongst each other? Oh, a little bit during feeding season. Most of the time, though, they're pretty relaxed about stuff. Hello from Germany. Well, hi, Maria. Hope you guys are having a good fall over there in Germany. You girls ran all the way up to this corner for absolutely zero reason. You realize that, right? That's what I do for a living, Maria. I'm blessed and I get to be a cowboy. I get to support my family that way and do it every day. They don't know why they're screaming either, folks. They're just being cows. This is the big ditch I wanted to look down in. And cow hiding right there. Don't know if the camera can see her. What are you doing in? Just being a cow. Yeah, it's fun, Maria. Go ahead and ask any questions. I like to answer questions and I like sharing my knowledge. There's a ton of videos on my channel of just me doing what I do for a living. That's what my channel's about. They're gonna all go out that way now. Like I said, it's just a good thing to look down in this ditch and make sure nobody's stuck in the very bottom of it in mud there. That mud's basically doesn't have a bottom. So when I ride this pasture, I always try and check it. How's things in Germany right now, Maria? You guys getting pretty cold or kind of having a warm fall? Our fall's been pretty nice here so far. Middle of the night there. I suppose it would be, huh? In 2017, I went to Munich, to a little town outside of Munich for a couple days. I forget the name of the town. Went and worked on a little dairy over there for about 3 days and filmed a TV show. If I remember right, the TV show's name was Mein Job, Dein Job. So I don't know if maybe you looked that up or whatever, but I had a lot of fun over there. Met some really cool people. Yep, exactly. That's the exact show, Maria. I was on it in 2017. You don't like the people there? Yeah, there's people that you don't get along with everywhere, I suppose. Is that show pretty popular, Maria, or is it kind of faded out? Oh, they're always in a bad mood. See, now we got a problem like this that we're gonna have to deal with. Really? Are you gonna get out on your own? Okay, good plan. Dummy. Oh, you don't know that show? Must not have been a very big show then. Either way, they paid for my plane tickets and all that, and hotel, and all the beer I could drink while I was over there. So it was a good time. It was like February or no, it was probably March, I suppose, of 2017. It was pretty cold. The town we were in had a great big bonfire party where they burned a fake witch at the stake. That was pretty cool. All these calves look pretty good though. I'm gonna ride back to my pickup truck and that'll be about it for the live stream. Yeah, yeah, we drank a ton of beer. The only things they tried to teach me to speak German when I was over there, so you're probably gonna laugh at me, but I remembered how to say yes, no, which is da and nein if I remember right, and then beer thirst when I wanted to drink a beer. And oh, Moss beer bitte was one more beer please, I think. I don't know, it's been a while, but that was all I learned to say when I was over there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We drank Augustina was the beer that everybody was drinking. Oh, and they had the smoke beer. Do you like that? Have you ever tried that? I don't know if you're old enough or not, but it was beer that had like a smoke flavor to it. It was different. It was really different. Yeah, you say Prost, of course. I remember that now. One thing I remember about Germany too is that they didn't have very many pickup trucks. Because I suppose you guys just... Mixery. No, I don't remember that beer. Actually, I'll ride around the other way here. I'm gonna look at all these calves. We got a bunch of calves in the feedlot here. We'll look at those before I end the live stream. Yeah, small cars. But you have your tractors go way faster than our tractors. But we have pickups like that. The horse trailer. You'll see it after we look at the rest of these calves. But I was amazed because like our pickup truck here is such an everyday part of life, and over there it was all small cars. And then I guess if you needed to haul something, you just like the farmers would use a tractor. Oh, you're all right. It's just pipe laying on the ground. Yeah, they do use a lot of fuel. I have a Volkswagen Beetle with a little diesel motor in it, and we use it because it doesn't use much fuel. But like I said, I have to drive a truck a lot for what I do. And there's not very many old vehicles there, I remember that. These calves all look good. What? Are you really looking at that? Oh my gosh. Whoa. You're a dork, you know that? These aren't my cows. These are just the people that I work for. They're cows. And these are some calves that spent the summer off of the ranch. They just got here a couple days ago, but they all looked pretty good. Oh, you're okay, dummies. They spent the summer out on the desert, so they didn't see people all summer, so they're still kind of spooky. This is Luke. He's a Mustang. He was a wild horse, and then the government caught him, and I ended up with him, and I've had him since 2018. I trained him, and he's made a really good partner and a really good friend. I can do anything I need to off of him. He's like 23, 24 years old, and every now and then he still acts like a little kid. Calves all look good. All right. So yeah, you probably don't see very many setups like that in Germany, I would imagine. A truck and a horse trailer. But that's everybody around here in this part of the world has a setup like this for moving horses around. I'll set you guys down there for a minute. I'm gonna put Luke's halter on. Okay, come on. I do live the dream of many people. I'm very blessed, without a doubt. Okay, folks, well, that's going to be it for my day. I'm going to go get Luke unsaddled, let him have some dinner and all that. Some grain. You earned it. Make sure and subscribe to the channel. Keep filled in. There's a ton of information I post, and if you got any questions, don't be scared to ask them. Maria, it was good talking to you. Take care over in Germany.